Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Three Dumb Dads.
Hey, everybody. Seth, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Hey, it's been far too long, but we are back. Welcome to 2022. Happy New Year's, boys. Merry Christmas. It's been a little while.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Hanukkah.
Ooh, a little Festivus poll. Welcome back. We are here. We are happy to be here. We are ready to have a little fun. We have a packed episode tonight. I was looking at the rundown. Very rarely do we have 7 things on the plan. Although one or two of them might be kind of quick, but very rarely do we have this many. So it's gonna be a jam-packed night. We might go a little over, but welcome back. How are you boys doing? Let's kind of start right there. How was Christmas? What'd you guys do? Well, I know what Seth did because I was with him for part of it, but Abby, what'd you do?
Christmas was good. I mean, we did the normal split between the two families like we always do. Christmas Eve, we go to my side. Christmas Day, we go to her side. It's nice that we don't have to run around like idiots in one day, which I enjoy staying in one spot. It was good. I mean, the kids loved it. They were surprised with, I'd say, majority of the stuff that they got. They were surprised in a way of they weren't expecting it, but they were also surprised in a way of they got what they asked for. So
like, what did they get? Like one big thing and a couple little things, or what? Like, what was their big, like, oh my god, I can't believe I actually got this.
TVs. They both got TVs for their rooms.
Oh.
So my son asked for the TV. His sister got a TV by default because if we would have got one a TV without the other, that would have just been a shit show.
So Gemma played it right by not asking for a TV and asking for other stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, so they loved it. We got them set up, I think, Wait, what day was Christmas?
Saturday.
Was Saturday.
Yeah, Christmas was Saturday.
We got them. So I'm pretty sure we got them set up Sunday with the TVs.
So they
were loving it.
I'm sure they're super happy.
Let's add that as a topic later on down the road as a dad debate question.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
not a whole topic, but like TVs in the kids' bedrooms, because it's funny. Like my wife and I are like 100% not getting them. You're not getting a TV in your bedroom until you're 18 and out of the house or out of school. Because listen, they would sit up and watch TV all night.
Yeah, your kids 100% would.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Abby. You can keep going.
What were you gonna say? What else did they get? Was there any other big things, or was it kind of a bunch of clothes and socks?
We got them. I always try to get them a gift. Well, Santa always tries to bring them a gift. It is for both of them. This year was the Oculus, and that thing, let me tell you.
So that was a gift for you too.
Yeah. So we set it up, which you guys played one. Do you have one?
I've played one. I played the old version of it. I haven't played the new one with like the little hand things. But I've heard enough about it from a couple people that got them.
Not that like we need directions with like technology these days, but this thing to set it up, you had to put it on. So there was like, if you knew nothing about this, like setting this up, you're going into a world that you've never been into, like literally and figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
Like I turned it on and it opens up with this crazy beach house. I'm in my basement just like looking around. Like
someone should have videoed you.
Yeah. So that's fun because everybody loves it. Everybody loves it in the family. We have that Beat Saber game that everybody can play.
I've seen that.
Got Gemma a dance game. She likes that. And then we got Gino / me a boxing game, which that's another thing in and of itself.
Is it like Mike Tyson's Punch Out, but like actually punching?
Yeah. So one, you realize how out of shape you are very fast.
Yep.
And then the next day, I couldn't move my arms.
I can just picture this. I have plenty of room. I mean, obviously behind me, I have plenty of room. I should do that here, but or I should just get a weight bench, one of the two.
Like, even with not a, I think when you draw your boundary, because every time you play it, you got to draw your boundary, and the game keeps you in it, so you don't walk into a wall or punch through a window. I think you only need like a 6x6 area.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be big.
Minimum. Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, we've actually been. It's funny you said that you guys got that because we've actually been, going back and forth on. Do we get it? Do we not get one? The kid's gonna think it's stupid. Is it gonna just be like another one of those things that are,
play it
a
for
waste
a
of
month
money
or two and then stop?
Yeah, but we always keep coming back to it. I'm like,
I did see they're on sale at Costco.
That was one thing that played into us too, because it's not cheap either.
No.
So it was like, are we spending the money and this just sits here?
So Abby, here's the one question: have the kids, because the one person that I work with got it for their kids for Christmas too. Have they started playing like Work Simulator?
No, but I've seen that game.
So apparently there's a work simulator where you get like an office job, you create your little area. Well, what had happened was it'd be like you creating the area, so you bend down to like reach to the floor, and like if there's paper on the floor, they have to clean it up, like they're like an intern or something. Well, the kids were playing it; they couldn't reach to the floor because they were starting from a lower point. So it was trying to go from like here to here, but they were starting here, so it wouldn't go down far enough. So apparently that drawing your area is very important.
Yeah, so it's funny you bring that up because I wanted to have it all set up and like have a couple games on it, so that way when they opened it, like we knew they were like, well, we want to play this. So it was all ready to go. Like, say like the 23rd, I think I set it up. That way we could wrap it the 24th.
Makes sense.
So right before we're getting ready to wrap it on Christmas Eve, Candace is like, so do you want to like play a few rounds like of Beat Saber? And I was like, yes. So turned it on, and the floor, it wasn't reading the floor. We couldn't figure it out. It was like, this thing is like frozen on like draw your boundary thing. So we probably spent like an hour and a half trying to figure this out. Like, she's on Google trying to figure it out. Then she puts the headset on. I'm looking through like Reddit and everything. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, this thing is broke. And I don't even know what I did to break it.
So is it like a super simple fix?
At the end of the day, yes, but I would have never have thought to do what we did.
So the answer is yes, because, but it's not a logical step.
Yeah, so like when you do your you have to take your little nunchuck thing and you got to like take it to the floor and like touch the floor, so it'll like read the floor level.
The difference and all that stuff.
Yeah, so this one Reddit post that we found said like turn it off and keep the one thing on the floor, then turn it on. Lo and behold, that fucking worked.
That's awesome. Yeah. So Seth, what did your kids get this year? Because I think I know we talked about it, but I don't even remember anymore.
So obviously our kids are getting older. Honestly, it was kind of boring. Mostly all they wanted was clothes. So I wrapped a lot of clothes. Their big gifts, Gavin got an Apple Watch. And the girls each got like one out of 50 or whatever, Air Force Ones, like custom Air Force Ones.
Oh, nice.
That's what they wanted. But other than that, dude, it was boring. I was like wrapping stuff, and I'm like, where's all the fun stuff? Like
at Ebby's house.
I don't miss don't get it twisted. I don't miss having to put together Barbie dream houses and shit like that. but like a couple of things would have been like, I don't know, the girls got these, they're into like making jewelry and shit, so like they got like these beads. Well, apparently it's funny, you know, they were just asking for like beads to like make bracelets and shit, and we didn't even know like there was a specific kind, or there was a kind that was like, you know, the big thing to have right now. And so Kelly just ordered, I guess, whatever popped up on Amazon is like the, you know, highest rated or whatever. And Regan opened it up and she was flipping out. She's like, oh my God, I got, they're called clay beads. They're these tiny ass beads that you have to put like fucking 500 of them on to make one bracelet. And we're like, is that a good thing? And they're like, yes, this is what we wanted. I was like, all right, cool. Like, good job. Because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. But I think that's with everything. Like, you know, Gavin got clothes, got his Apple Watch. Just wild. Like, I don't even remember. We got them charging stations for their phones and AirPods and Apple Watches. It's wild. Like, these kids have everything. It drives me insane. But, you know, then again, like, you know, I want to give them everything, you know, within reason. You know, we're fortunate enough to make, you know, a solid living, and I'm not spoiling them to any degree, because look, Abby, your kids got TVs in their rooms, and our kids are never getting fucking TVs in their room.
That's a debate for a different day.
Yes, it is. But anyway, no, we had a good Christmas. We had the kids Christmas morning. Obviously, as a blended family, every other year we don't have them on Christmas morning. We get them in the afternoon. But yeah, we had fun. We had a good time. Had a filet mignon for lunch. Well, New Year's was pretty uneventful.
Hey,
I shouldn't say that.
I would say New Year's was quite good. We went out to dinner. The four of us went out to dinner. Right, we got a babysitter.
Because, like,
there was actually lots of events. It just ended a little early.
Yeah, it ended really early. But like, we went to Tattered Flag. So shout out to Tattered Flag here in Middletown. But yeah, Kelly and Aaron drank a lot. Not like loaded drunk, but Michigan and Georgia was playing. Abby, you'll find this not funny, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So my neighbor Greg is a huge Michigan fan. Like, he goes to multiple Michigan games a season out in Ann Arbor. He actually had a hotel booked for wherever the national championship is. Miami.
Indiana.
Is the national championship in Indiana?
I thought it was Miami.
Yeah, that's right.
Indiana.
It's Indiana. So he already had a hotel room booked out there if they won. Anyway, so while we were sitting at dinner, one of my friends that my wife and I met on a cruise years ago lives in Georgia and is a huge Georgia fan. I was texting back and forth with him, and as we were sitting there, one of the drinks that the girls drank was I forget what the hell it was called, but it had peach bourbon in it. And so it was incredible. And so I was like, I got to see if they sell this. So they do. I bought my neighbor Greg a bottle of peach bourbon, Georgia peach bourbon, since Georgia was playing Michigan. And I sent him a message because I figured he was at home watching the game. I sent him a message and was like, hey, I'm going to stop over in a little bit. And he's like, all right, cool. Yeah, whatever. So we went over afterwards. Well, Matt dropped his wife and daughter off at the house, and he brought Kelly and I back here, and he came down with us, and I gave it to him. I gave him the bottle, and I don't even think it really registered with him. Like, he was kind of upset at the game as it was going on. But when he walked out of the room, I told everybody, like, he didn't get the inside joke. Like, it's peach bourbon. Like, haha. And everybody started laughing. And then somebody made a comment about it later on. And he's like, you motherfucker. And it was funny. But yeah, peach bourbon from Tattered Flag is legit. It's good shit. It's 120 proof.
It's incredible, and it will knock you on your ass. Kind of like Michigan had happened from Georgia.
happened? That game was over in the first fucking drive.
Thought it was going to be one of the best games in college football history.
Yeah.
Boy, were we wrong.
Yeah. Say for
What about you, man?
well, I say for me,
Cincinnati did not score more points.
no. But no, Christmas for me was we kind of did the split thing too. Except we make everybody come here on Christmas morning from my family. So we went to Aaron's family Christmas Eve, had everybody over Christmas morning. I cooked a ton of food on the Blackstone. I made like 16 pieces of French toast, like 15 pancakes, an entire like 2 bags of frozen potatoes and sausage and stuff in them, 2 packs of bacon, 2 packs of sausage. I literally I made enough food for probably 50 people, and there was like 13 at my house, so we definitely had leftovers. Isabella was super happy. She got her washer and dryer for her American Girl Biddy baby, which she was super happy about. Oof. Yeah, I know. Oh, they scored again. I mean the Flyers, because I already. Well, yeah, I know, but I saw 6-1.
6-2.
Well, I saw 6-1. That's why when you go back and hear it, you say something positive, and I go, that's because I looked at my watch. Yeah. But she got her little washer and dryer for the Biddy baby, and then she got one from us and one from somebody else, like these RV camper things, one Barbie, one LOL. I will say, Seth, if you remember when we put together, or I put together the ones at your old house for the girls, this one way easier. All I did was had to put some stickers on it.
Everything has gotten easier, and I say this in the nicest way possible, but like, I've seen the Barbie dream house that you had to put together compared to the one that I had to fucking put together, and it was like night and day.
Nick and I got that together in about 30 minutes, and probably 10 of that was probably us drinking.
But listen, nothing will ever compare to the actual house that we have for her that is outside the playhouse.
Oh my god, dude. It took 8 of us like 3 hours or 4 hours to do that.
It was like probably 4 hours. It was a long ass time.
Well, it was almost dark by the time we got done, and we started like 2 in the afternoon.
My wife and I went to Costco and saw this fucking like outdoor playhouse. We're like, it's awesome. It was like $350, but Isabella's our goddaughter, so we're like, fuck it, who cares? And we were like, we're buying this, and you're like, whatever. And so we bought it because it looked cool as shit, and it's all wood. Like, there's some plastic pieces, but the whole frame of it is made out of wood. Well, you had to put all the wood together.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, though, Seth,
just buy displays.
Sunday, I need you to come over, and we need to help. We need to move that actually. So unless there's too much snow, we need to move that from where it is currently, because I keep getting yelled at for that. But yeah, so that was Christmas, New
Get
Year's.
Up to your Jeep and pull it.
I don't have a Jeep.
Hook it up to whatever vehicle you have and pull it.
I have a Jeep.
Shut up. It's not terrible to try to move.
No, it's really not that bad.
It's really not as bad as I would have thought. New Year's, relatively like Seth said, we went out to dinner. We had a good time. What was funny is as we got closer and closer to midnight, Aaron fell asleep on the couch. I almost fell asleep in Isabella's bed because she was still awake, and I was trying to get her to go to sleep. She woke me up at about quarter of, and we decided to go downstairs and wake Aaron up to actually celebrate midnight, and then we all went to bed. My kid was the reason that we actually saw midnight this year. At 4.5, she realized what it was and kept us awake.
Our kids tried. Gino and I were watching the Michigan game. He fell asleep, which that game probably put many people to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I sat there in his bed while he was sleeping and was just angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then went in my room, and I think we watched a little bit of Yellowstone. And then like looked at our phones, and we were like, oh shit, it's like 12:15. Happy New Year.
Isn't it fun? So real quick on that. It's funny to me because growing up, like I remember New Year's being a fairly big deal. Like I remember going in from like, this is going to age me, 89 into 90. Like I remember seeing that and thinking it was cool in New York. And then Y2K obviously was a huge deal. All of us remember that. And I don't know if you guys ever went other places for New Year's. Like that year I was not allowed to go anywhere. Even though I was like a sophomore and junior in high school. So like, it was just kind of weird. As we get older, I feel like nobody cares anymore. Like, because and I don't know if is it the news cycle? Is it the fact that we're all attached to everybody, via social media? Like, what in your guys' opinion changed that now, like, yeah, we're saying, hey, we're going to do this in 2022, but like, I feel like even New Year's resolutions are like, anymore.
Well, nobody follows through on New Year's resolutions.
Well, I get that, but nobody's even like talking about making them anymore.
Although I've said that I'm going to like box on my lunch breaks, I did it once.
Well, it's better than zero.
That's right. I didn't do it today because I was extremely busy. But to your point of what's going on, for lack of a better term, I think we all just kind of like grew up. Like our early 20s, it was like, yes, let's get together with a group of friends and just get hammered drunk. Now it's like, I do that. I'm useless for a week.
Easily.
Well, you kind of bring up a good point there. So like the one thing that just popped into my head is like for this year, because like Seth said, they have a blended family. So basically every other New Year's, you guys have the kids, and we've typically come over and hung out. And this year was no different. We still hung out, but the kids weren't there. So there was no real like big, not that we have a big party, because even when we have a big party, it's 8 adults and 8 kids, which now it might be 10 adults and 9 kids. But like those years, I feel like we pay attention more, but like the opposite, it's just kind of like, whatever. Happy New Year. Like, hey, let's hang out. Because for once Matt's not working by the end of the day.
So let's speedball into 2022 outlook.
Okay.
What are you guys looking forward to? What are you hoping for? What are your
we're 6 days into this year, and like we already know this first half of the year is jammed for us. Like dance competition season starts up. Indoor soccer ended before the new year, but it's picking back up in 2 weeks. We got him signed up to like a Riverhounds training, like the pro soccer team out here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be doing that one night a week. Then he has his regular club soccer practice one night a week. Then he's got a game on Sunday. And then, like I said, the dance competitions start up. Then we go outdoor soccer. Then my brother-in-law is getting married. So we got a bachelorette party. Then we got a soccer tournament in June.
So you're looking forward to like July, or you're looking forward to like July or August when you could actually sit again.
Yeah, like I enjoy the madness, but like it's gonna be nuts.
Well, I think we all enjoy the madness. I mean, that comes with having kids. That comes with having the lives that we have at this point. I mean, for me, I'm kind of hoping for a little more normalcy. The industry that I work in has been absolutely insane. The fact that right now we have 2 new cars on the lot is just it doesn't make sense. It's hard to sell cars when you have 2. You're selling off a spreadsheet. So I'm hoping for a little bit more normalcy there. That's what I'm hoping for. My gut tells me maybe by fall, but probably really not till fall of 23 is really when I'm expecting it. But other than that, I want to finish getting settled into the house. I'm looking forward to warmer weather, and cooking on the Blackstone all the time and kind of enjoying the later evening, when it's not dark when I get home from work, no matter what, even on pretty much on my early days. Seth, what about you? What are you looking forward to in 2022?
Oh God, y'all made me tired just listening to. I mean, fuck Abby, man. I mean, you sound exactly like we do. I mean, right now it's basketball season, and off-season weightlifting for football, and figure skating's nonstop year-round. Gymnastics is year-round. We're right in the middle of gymnastics competition season, so we got one more in January, 2 in February, 1 in March, possibly 1 in April. I think states are in April. Figure skating runs till like, I don't fucking know, June. No, that's not right. April, I think. And then we have a little bit of a competition break. And then the national competition this year is in Florida, so we're going to be most likely making that a part vacation week this year.
Nice.
It's like 35 minutes outside of Tampa. So I was thinking maybe we'll go to like Clearwater, go to the beach, and then maybe do like Busch Gardens and stuff while we're down there because it's all right there. I want to find time to go down and spend some time with my dad, because obviously that didn't happen at all this past year. And like, you know, as soon as summer comes around, it's nice because like my daughter's with me, you know, a week on, week off. So like she's here for a week, and then she was with her mom for a week. But then by the time, you know, that gets here, you know, it goes by so fast. The girls are going into middle school next year. Gavin starts high school.
That's insane.
Which is just wild to me. And, you know, he's going to be playing high school football, and we're going to be starting all this shit right back over again. So, I don't know, man. I try to think like, try to not necessarily think about like long-term, if that makes sense, long-term outlooks or anything like that. But I just want the kids to stay healthy, in this wild fucking world that we live in. I hope that these virus strains continue to weaken, because I think that is really what's going on. Nobody wants to say that out loud. But, you know, Kelly and I were talking about it last night, and, you know, I think that's ultimately what we want to see with this.
Yeah.
You know, these people that are getting it are, you know, the majority of people that get it are fairly asymptomatic and doesn't really affect them much. And then the people that do have symptoms, it's pretty mild. So, you know, I'm hoping that this is kind of I don't want to necessarily say it's winding down, because I think it'll always be with us somewhat. But I just hope that, you know, it kind of fades into the background and is not something, you know, they talk about on every single night of the news, and it's overplayed. You know, we're going into 2 years in this shit. I mean, we're literally 2 months away from 2 years, from 2 weeks to flatten the curve. And, you know, it's old. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about it. I feel bad for everybody that's been affected by it. Kelly had it, you know, over Thanksgiving. And it sucked, but, and like I said, I feel bad for everybody that's been affected by it. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. Well, maybe some, but, I just want to see us get back to normal, and everybody to stop fucking fighting about stupid shit, especially about what politicians think, because they all fucking suck. All of them. Every single one of them. Anybody that says I'm a politician and I'm a good person, they can suck my ass, because they're not.
So kind of
true.
Kind of along those lines, one thing that I'll just quick throw in, if you haven't watched Don't Look Up yet, or Look Up, or whatever the heck the thing is on Netflix, I watched the movie today, and it's a very, Meryl Streep is the president, and she's basically playing a President Trump-ish character. Her son is the chief of staff, and they don't believe what's going on because the whole thing is a comet's going to hit Earth, and they really play up the one side versus the other, and they really politicize it, but only really at the very end. It is one of those things where, like, just watch it and go, yeah, both sides are doing this. It's not just one or the other. Both sides are doing this, and it's all it's doing is making everybody angry at each other for no reason.
We need to stop thinking. We need to stop thinking on different sides. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, think about this. does your daily life, does your work drastically change on the 21st, 26th, whatever day inauguration day is of January every 4 years? No.
Nope.
You still go to work. You still get paid. Nothing drastically changes that day. So left, right, or center, it doesn't matter that day. Long term, sure, maybe something, happens, but we need to stop fighting with each other over that guy or that girl or this side or that side. With that,
that's why I've always said we need to, if you get rid of parties, stop lumping people into a left or a right or a blue or a red, and just vote for a person. That might help.
If we move to ranked voting, everything is fixed. One small change immediately fixes it. Ranked voting. You vote 1, 2, 3. If number 1 for you doesn't hit the number, and 2 and 3 don't have 50, and nobody has over 50%, number 1 drops out, and they go to your number 2 vote. Now, how does that go? Once you finally get over 50% or 60%, I forget what the number is. I think it's 50%. Therefore, a third-party vote counts. It's not just one or the other.
No, I agree with you 100%. I wish, and maybe this isn't necessarily a resolution for the New Year's, but I just wish people would think more freely. Think more, everybody wants to scream freedom, right? We have this great country. Everybody is lucky to be here. And we are. We're really fucking blessed compared to, a lot of other places in this world. But if you're free, you should feel free to think how you want, not be influenced by what the left or the right or the center or the right center fielder is saying at the time that you're going to fucking just jump on. Whether you agree with it or not, you're still going to take it and say, oh my God, this is the truth.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, it would, here's one thing I'll say, and then I'll be done talking about this because politics made me want to jump out this window. It would be really interesting to see where we were vaccination wise, because this is a hot topic, right? Had Donald Trump won. Because I personally think that it would be completely the opposite. All of the Republicans would be saying, get the shot because Trump created it. Get the shot, get the shot, get the shot. And the Democrats would be hesitant about it.
Oh,
go ahead, Babbitt.
You had our vice president right now say it. She came out and said, if Donald Trump tells me to get the vaccine, I'm not getting it.
Exactly. And that right there,
and then 2 weeks later,
just,
she got it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's again, like I was saying, politicians are just shitty people. I mean, listen, there may be a few out there that are decent, and for that, go fuck yourself, because you're all lumped into the same thing. You're all lumped into the same fucking group. It's like, you're not changing it. You're not changing it. Everybody in Washington and the Senate and the House or whatever the fuck it's called, they're all a bunch of assholes. And it'll be a cold day in hell before any of them ever admit to having the ability to control people the way that they do. That's why they're there.
Oh, yeah.
Because they get paid a ridiculous amount of money forever.
I need to drop you back.
Because they won a popularity contest based on where they live. So you can all fuck off, kiss my ass, suck my ass.
Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass.
Kiss your ass. Thank you.
Hanukkah.
Well, so speaking of the American dream and, having that freedom to do what you want, we're powered by Stints Built. And our boy Stints
Segue
is totally one of those people who has built the American dream by building computers. So we do have an affiliate link with Stints Built. Seth will attach it to basically everything. You'll see it come out on a lot of our stuff. But if you're looking for a custom PC or any kind of PC related thing, he does keyboards. He will do, I know he's done some at-home installations. I know he's done full, like the VR racing setups. He's done golf simulators. He's done all of those. If you are looking for a custom PC, he will figure it out and he will put it in your budget and he will make it work. And nobody works harder at doing this. And he is one of the most genuine people. I DJ'd his wedding. It's not just like, hey, this guy is going to, support us. It's no. Seth and I have supported this guy from day one. Nobody is better than Stints. So thank you, Stints, for allowing us this opportunity. Welcome to being part of the podcast. We will have him on at some point because he's a dad as well. He is a dad as well. And maybe we'll get him to talk about some of the cool things that he's gotten to do because of the PCs. And one thing that I wanted to point out in here, you can actually go right onto his website, and we'll post a link to this later, is right into the system builder. You can build your system. Do you want AMD or Intel? Oh, I'm just clicking. Let's get it in. Let's get Intel. We're going to move to the CPU. We can go right on through it and pick exactly what we want based on what specs we want, which cooler we want, and beyond. You can also build everything.
Just to kind of tag on to that, if you are, let's say, a parent and your kid wants a PC because they want to play all the games or whatever, and you don't know anything about this, that's cool. You don't have to. You can tell him your budget and he'll come up with a system configuration that'll, meet your budget. And even if you don't game, say you don't want to game, but say you want to use it as like a video library. And I'm getting there because this is what my dad did. My dad actually got a PC built by Stints. He loves movies. He's got a ginormous collection, and I haven't made it down there to work on everything yet, but we're basically setting up a video library that the network will connect his PC to his TV. And so his TV will be able to just go in, find the movie that he's looking to play, and it'll play and stream directly from his PC to his big TV, his big screen TV. So you don't have to know anything. If you have questions, reach out to us, reach out to Stints. He'll hook you up. He'll guide you along the way. He's built for some crazy ass people. Most recent being MMA fighter Max Holloway.
No, he hasn't
which
on
is
here yet.
Pretty awesome. But yeah, make sure you check him out. I threw the link up in chat, but if you missed it, I'll actually have it attached to the episode descriptions on the YouTube VOD and on all of our
I say I'm gonna play the Blessed MMA.
So shout out to Stints. Thanks for everything that you do for us. He's a hell of a guy. He's the best in the business, nicest person around. Best prices, without a doubt. Don't go to one of these pre-built places. I buy power, cyber power PC. Don't go to any of those places. Go to Stints. Not only is he a local business here in Pennsylvania, but if you're outside of the state, he ships everywhere, all over the United States. Pretty sure he ships to Canada as well.
Yeah, he can do Canada. I think there's a couple extra steps with that, but it's easily doable. Yeah. I saw him talking about it the other day. The next thing we're going to get into, and Ebby is going to probably get angry at some point. Fantasy football year 1. The final results. Our champion, Prestige Worldwide. Good job there, Sethy boy. Second place is Bye Week. That is Mace Link Gaming. Mace Link Gaming on Facebook. Mace has a great community that I'm a part of. Third place is moi. And I'm still going to say it's thanks to me tinkering with my lineup in the semis, or I would have changed that bronze to a gold. But with that, since you see Seth and me both on the top three, that means somebody finished behind us. And what was the punishment for that?
So
I don't know, because if you look at the overall standings, I'm still in first.
Final position.
Wait.
That just
Hang
says
on.
top finishers.
Hang on 1 second here, please. Okay. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to throw some things out at you. The only real person that gets a chance to say anything right this minute is me, because I'm clearly in first place with the big ass gold trophy. Okay. I would like to remind all of you that, thank God, somebody, and I think I knew who it was. I think it was Rob, my friend Rob, who's out there listening, I think, right now, made a comment when we were drafting teams that defenses never win championships. Well, I'm going to be straight up with all of you. The only reason that I won the championship is because of Dallas's defense. Without question. The only reason that I won is because of Dallas's defense. They dominated the last 5 weeks of the season that we were playing. So where I'm going with all of this is, because I think somebody said roll the tape the last time we talked about this, regarding the punishment for whoever came in last.
Just for the record, Dallas's defense scored you 29 points in the final game. You won by 28. Therefore, without the defense, he does not win the championship.
Yeah. So a lot of people.
He won by 8.
There's been a lot of talk, back and forth about punishment and the hot chip or the hot chocolate or the hot nut or whatever it is that you guys want to talk about. And I think we did a very poor job. I think we did a very poor job at defining this at the beginning, because I don't think we ever took into consideration final standings and then playoff results. Because if we look at this, final standings wise, Abby was in first place. He
Record wise.
kicked the shit out of all of us.
Well, hold on. So regular season, he is.
Correct.
Final
Correct.
standings. This button here that says final standings, he is there.
That's what Seth is saying.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I'm saying is he won in the regular season, and then in the playoffs, shit the bed. Well, actually, let's be fair about this. Had somebody not gone out and made the dumbest trade in fantasy football history, he probably would have been playing in the championship against me.
This is probably true, but that did happen, and they're terrible.
Know that it happened. My thought on all of this, since I won, remember, I won the whole thing. I think since we didn't really well define it, the best case scenario for this would be for you both to do it, and I'll watch.
I mean, no matter what the result is, I'm involved.
I would say either way, Abby's doing it.
Wouldn't you think it would be easier if you had somebody else doing it with you, or would you rather just do it by yourself?
I mean, I'm not going to argue anyway, because, I mean, we set a rule. I would still like to see the film. But I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
Well, I don't care either way because I'm safe. I was 100% ready to do it though. Like I'm telling you, Matt, you were sitting here with me.
Oh, I know.
I was like, I'm done. I'm screwed. And I was like, I was trying to figure out what was it that I was going to eat. I was trying to figure out what was going to be the least,
like long-term negative effect.
It was at our friend's Christmas gathering that I did this. I was freaking out because my team had gone to shit, and Dallas's defense saved me. But I was looking because I'm not big on chocolate. Like I don't know if it's like the lactose, whatever it is. I'm not a big chocolate person.
Gotcha.
So I was worried about that making me sick. But then somebody said that the chip, like, it sticks in your mouth, and it just makes it worse. Like the heat just does not go away. And then I was reading about the nut. So there was a nut challenge. You get a pack, and there's like 5 levels of this, and it's like it's like a 5-pack, and you go level 1 through 5. I can't really see your screen.
I was looking to see if there was anything. Shop World's Hottest.
God.
That's the world's hottest chocolate bar.
There's a gummy bear. You can do a gummy bear.
That seems like a bad idea.
Oof. I feel like I would just try to like swallow the gummy bear whole.
I know, right? Like not chew it.
Yeah.
But like it's still gonna fuck your insides up.
Toe of Satan lollipop.
Whatever we decide, can we eat this, say, like during the day and like film it?
No, it's got to be live.
That would kind of suck.
See, that's gonna be trouble because, like, I mean, I agree with Eddie. Like, wait until 9. He might not sleep that night.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Matt, seriously, think about it. Like, if you ate that at 9:50 tonight and you had to get up and go to work tomorrow morning, like, you're not be able to get up.
Let's make a little fun wager.
It has to be done. It has to be videoed, whatever it is.
Well, 100%.
Whether that video is then played on the podcast or whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll agree to that one. That it can be done not live.
All right, I'll make a little wager.
Okay.
What you got, Eb?
We're gonna say double or nothing, but this doesn't mean that I'm gonna eat 2 things double wise. So when we were talking off air before we started, and going into our bowl picks, I picked Georgia. You picked Bama. If Georgia beats Bama, you do it with me. Alabama beats Georgia, I'll do it by myself.
That's a good one.
I'm in. Let's go. I'm in.
I mean,
I like it. I like it. I mean, I don't like it, but I like it.
Abby's kind of fucked either way. Like he's doing it regardless.
Right. No matter what, it's a.
I mean, Matt, if you want to do it live, well, I mean, you're more than welcome to. I'm just trying to think of like, I mean, Abby makes a good point. Like, dude, if I ate that at 9:50 at night, like if I just started it right now, I probably wouldn't sleep.
I may have to do it like a Saturday night at your house. That way you can film it, and I have all day Sunday to recover.
Yeah, good idea.
All right, so Abby's got his money on Georgia.
Although, fuck, I just broke my cap on my tooth. That's not good.
You on the other side.
That's what I've been doing all day.
So ladies and gentlemen, Abby is still eating whatever it is that's hot. However, if Georgia beats Alabama in the national championship game on Monday night, Coach is going to be joining him. And
dude, your mic just like
what's that?
Your mic was like cutting in and out. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's better. Right there. Yeah, right there.
So let's plan on. So we're gonna have a podcast in 2 weeks, right?
The 20th.
The 20th. Do we want to let's have, if you guys are good with this, let's make sure whoever it is that has to do it, whether it's both of you or just Abby, that it's done by our episode on the 3rd of February.
That's fine. That's fine.
Is that agreeable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys get to choose what hot item you eat. I don't give a shit. You want to eat the chip, you want to eat the chocolate, you want to eat the nuts, you want to eat the lollipop. I don't give a fuck what you do. But it's got to be something world's hottest something.
Okay.
You have the gummy bear if you want. I'm not sure how a gummy bear would work.
I feel like that would be bad. It would stick.
It could stick.
Yeah.
A
And
lot
if you swallow it, it's like a bomb in your stomach.
a lot of oil there.
Just bubbling inside. Ugh.
Oh,
Oh, man.
I'm glad I fucking won.
Till next year.
I gotta
Till
say,
next year.
listen,
go Bama.
I gotta tell you guys,
Roll
when
Tide.
I won that game,
To get to the final.
semifinals, when I beat Matt, I didn't give a shit what happened. Like I
Oh, 'cause you were
wanted to
in the clear.
win. I wanted to win, but like I was like, I really don't care if I come in second or come in first. Doesn't really make a difference. I'm out. I'm good. All right, so go ahead, go in the bowls.
Well, I say that is the Bowl Mania update as well, because basically
Yeah.
it's going to come down to that game. Three Dumb Dads picks as a group, currently 19 and 18. Seth by himself, 17 and 20.
No bueno.
Me right now, 21 and 16. Ebby, 22 and 15. So basically we would tie, and since I picked the national champion, I would win. And just to kind of go with it, I am currently wearing a bowl sweatshirt for a bowl that didn't happen. We bought the ECU Military Bowl sweatshirts, and then the game got canceled. So yay! I have
Yay, Coach.
Would've been
I have
interesting
a
to see.
collector's item since Boston College
Yeah?
decided not to play.
All right, gentlemen,
All right.
we're ready for the. I don't know if this is going to necessarily be like a full-on out dad debate, but still think it's going to be something that we talk about that could spark some interesting conversations.
Yeah.
So on February 2nd or the 4th, it's one of those 2 days. I don't remember.
Second.
What is it? The 2nd?
That's a Wednesday.
2/22.
22. Okay. The Washington football team, WFT, is going to be announcing their new team name. As everybody is well aware, cancel culture is real in the United States. We are no longer offending the people that we slaughtered to get here and take over. And we're changing our names. We're no longer the Redskins. We're no longer the Indians. We're the Cleveland Guardians, which is fucking
I
stupid.
keep forgetting about that one. That's so terrible.
dumb.
That's such
Cleveland
a
Guardians.
terrible name. Terrible
Maybe
name.
Will never be the same.
It
It's
could
all
have been the Cleveland Browns number 2, and I would have been happy with that.
I agree with that.
How about just Cleveland number 2?
Cleveland Browns baseball.
Yeah.
So anyway, with this, we're going to talk about team names. And if we can guess what the next Washington football team
Can I guess first?
team name is. 1 second. Let me ask you this. Would you guys rather them come out with a new name or whatever, or would you just like them to stay Washington football team? Because I don't think it's terrible. It's kind of grown on me.
I honestly kind of like it. It's very European football. Liverpool Football Club, everything there is just city, what sport they're playing. It's not hard to understand.
Right.
I don't mind Washington football team.
So I'm going to read you guys the current list of favorites. So these are the names that have been linked as being potentially the new name of the football team. Okay. There's 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 9 of them that are on this list. And before I do that, let me hear your best guess or what you would name them. Actually, Matt, let's start with you because I know you said you wanted to go first.
What I'm going to say, I'm going with the one that after reading everything and looking at everything, is more than likely going to be it, simply because they were already redirecting the website to the Washington football team site. I am going with the Washington Admirals, which is a terrible name, by the way. If nothing else, at least make it like DC or like something that starts with a D, something that starts with a C. Like that way you can at least try to wrap it in there. No, it's WA, so it's Washington State, to even more confusing people, since they were Washington football team, WFT.
You know, I before I let Abby say anything, I just want to point out one thing, because this is something that I learned in therapy over the years, like impulse control, and like when I catch myself with an impulse control, like it should be a positive thing for me. I was gonna say something very bad that would have required editing, and I didn't.
Good job.
And I didn't.
You can
But
tell
I'm
us.
gonna text it to you.
I say you can tell us either after the show or via text, because now I want to know. And if you're listening and want to know, we will probably tell you.
Oh yeah, I'll say it. I don't give a shit.
I mean, historically relevant. Historically relevant.
Terrible. I mean, listen, if we were okay with doing this to the Native Americans,
they may have a branding
for so
issue.
Long, these guys didn't even get close to the body count that we did on them.
It's not derogatory.
It's not. There's no racism involved.
I mean, there's a movie called American This. I mean, come on. How much more American can you get in DC?
I'm being told that I can't do any worse than what I already did by my Jewish comments.
Oh, well, that's true.
Which I guess is very true, because that was like 4 million people, and this was like... All right, fine, I'm going to fucking say it. My vote would be the DC Snipers.
only if the logo has a Car 98 on it.
All right, Abby, what's your vote?
I didn't mind the Admirals when I saw the list, because I was reading this one article and it said it was a stretch, but they said they were trying to link it to like Washington crossing the Delaware, which, okay, cool. But he did it in like a raft. So
right.
Good effort. I don't mind the Commanders, to tie it into like, stuff in Washington.
Uh-huh.
I also don't mind the Brigade.
I like that.
Okay, so you're actually saying some of the names that were on this list. So I'm just going to roll through them. Admirals, Armada, dumb, but I'm named after a Nissan. Brigade, Commanders, Defenders, Presidents, Red Hawks, Red Hogs, and Sentinels. I like Sentinels the best.
I
Sentinels is cool, but I mean, it's a movie.
But I kind of like Brigade, because it does kind of what Kraken did. It becomes another team that doesn't end in S. There are so few of them that don't end in S. It's kind of a cool, because it throws everybody off a little bit. You have to think about it.
Yeah. Krakens, Brigades, Gators.
Brigaders. That's Florida.
I'm hoping they'd come back and just say, fuck you, America, we're keeping the Redskins name.
But so here, and I'll say it too, since Seth already broke down that barrier. I didn't mind the Redskins. Like, okay, like I get it. That's
because you're white.
But
come on, man.
Like,
seriously.
Like, believe me, I totally understand where they're coming from. But like, if you look at it from, let's say, like a historical standpoint, their logo was based on an actual person who I believe was on U.S. currency at one point.
I believe you're right. Well, and that kind of goes back to the whole. I mean, and this is kind of political-ish, but like The whole go to your grocery store now. You don't have Land O'Lakes butter. The Indian's gone. You don't have Mrs. Buttersworth. You don't have Uncle Ben. You don't have anything. Chef Boyardee, totally fine. Leave the white guy on there. Literally everything in the grocery store is now a white guy or a white girl.
Yeah.
Why is that not a problem?
Well, that's my point. Like, you got rid of.
I did see.
You got rid of Aunt Jemima, who was based on an actual person.
I did see this one joke, and it's we'll say tiptoeing / crossing the line, but it said, like, look at Land O'Lakes. You took away the Indian, but kept the land. It said, what's more American than that?
True.
It was like, oh my God.
Very true.
It was like, holy shit. Like, that's.
But it's true. It's true. All right.
But
so
I don't mind football team.
By the time these guys eat whatever it is, or one of them eats what is required of them, by that episode, we'll know what the new name is.
That's true.
So buckle up.
If they stick with football team, I hope they developed a logo.
Yeah.
The numbers on the helmet.
Yeah, that was terrible, especially when they came off mid-game. Did you guys not see that?
The numbers coming off the helmets? Yeah, I saw it.
Terrible.
All right. So, game time.
We're going to get a little lighter.
I have a game that I saw on that TikTok page. I forget what it's called. Lumberland something.
Which, by the way, side note, I have a Lumberland cup on my desk at work. Like, Aaron got me one. It's a bat that's about this tall. It has my name and number and everything on it. I didn't realize it was them until one day I was looking at TikTok, turned around and looked at it. I was like, oh, hi. Yeah, I have that.
So they did a game recently that I thought was kind of interesting. Some of these you're probably not going to know, and that's okay. I'm more interested in your guesses. If you do know them, cool. But this is talking about records in sports.
Okay.
So we'll probably start off a little easy, but who has thrown the most complete games in baseball history?
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb was a batter.
That's a good point.
You mean Cy Young?
No, who the heck did I mean? No, it wasn't Cy Young.
I don't know who you meant, because Ty Cobb was a good hitter. One of the best ever.
I'm an idiot.
The answer is Cy Young. Cy Young had 749 complete games.
That's what I meant.
Oh my God.
749 complete games. Untouchable.
Oh yeah, it's literally never going to get touched. What's the next closest, or don't you know?
I don't.
Okay.
I didn't look. A couple of these I did get like the next closest, but who has the most RBIs in one baseball season?
Ichiro.
No.
I'm going to say Barry Bonds.
No.
Well.
Nope. Y'all aren't even fucking close.
Yogi Berra.
Are we like way off in the era?
Yep. Way off.
Was my last era?
No, I mean, that's close. It's actually Hack Wilson.
Hack.
Yeah,
Wilson.
He hacked.
1930. He had 191 RBIs.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Lou Gehrig is in second place. The following season, he had 184. That's
insane.
the second
That's
closest.
Insane.
The largest blowout in National Football League history. American Football League. American Football League, National Football League, professional football that we play in America.
Oh, fuck.
What's the largest blowout victory?
214-3?
No.
Jeez.
That's college.
Was that college? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I know there was like a 200 and some
220 to nothing.
Okay.
84 nothing.
You're close. It was actually in 1940. The Chicago Bears beat the Washington football team, aka Washington Redskins, 73-0.
Wow.
To get out the calculator to do math.
Show that again. Show that calculator.
That calculator's from 1930.
It's 7 times 12.
Oh, God. All right. The most interceptions thrown in one football game.
14.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. No.
7?
Close. 8. Jim Hardy threw 8 interceptions in 1950. The Eagles were the team that he did that to. He threw them to the Eagles.
Jameis Winston.
Would have been close. The longest college football winning streak.
Mount Union?
Nope.
54 games.
Close. 47. 47 straight games, which was done almost across 5 seasons. Oklahoma.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Notre Dame is the team that ended that streak.
Catholics.
Most sacks in one NFL game.
9?
7. I don't know why I'm stuck on 7.
7. Evie is
Oh.
right. 7. Derek Thomas for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh,
Had
I thought it was
7.
team.
No, one person. Sorry. I should have clarified. The most assists in NBA history.
Most assists. John
My-
Stockton.
My dog.
Holy
Is,
shit, Evie.
my dog is going nuts.
John Stockton.
Sorry,
Anybody want to take a guess on how many assists he had in his career?
973. I don't know.
You're way off.
7,000.
You're still way off.
I'll be-
15,806.
Give me a sec. I'll be right
Oh
back.
my
I need to run. Something is going
God.
on with the dog.
Okay.
I'm going to get these all right when you're gone.
Yeah, I know, right? You should know the next one. The
Watch
most
him run up
rushing,
the stairs.
most rushing touchdown. What if he fell? Like, what if he fucking tumbled back down the stairs and we saw it? How
I would
epic
miss-
of a clip would that be?
I would piss myself.
Because I could literally zoom in to like see him tumbling down the stairs. Dude, it would probably be one of the funniest videos of the year.
Oh my
It would
god.
have to
I
be.
would I would seriously piss myself.
Or like, I mean, I know this isn't gonna happen, but like, what if he fell through the floor? Just it's like a brand new house, fall through the floor.
He got like stuck and you just saw his legs.
Oh my god, I would die. I would literally. I agree. I would piss myself. Either one. I think I would probably laugh harder if he fell down the stairs, though. Like that would probably be the funniest thing ever. I mean, I would want to make sure he's okay, but it would be after I stopped laughing.
Yeah.
because if you look back there, like look in the back of his, I don't know if you can see this, but like if you look back in the back, like the 2x4s of the framing that are like along the side of the wall, like does he hit one of those and fucking take it out?
Oh.
And like, or does that like brace him enough to like stop the fall? I don't know. I feel like if the majority of his body weight hits like the third or fourth one, he's going straight fucking through it. Like it's gonna snap in half. I mean, that would be terrible, but it would be fucking hilarious.
It would.
Okay. I guess we have a guest.
Wait,
Okay. Sorry.
did you come back down the steps?
Yeah.
When?
I'm going to say about 5 seconds ago.
Because we were really watching those steps. Not hoping that you would fall down them, but if you did, we were prepared.
Someone is a little insane.
What the fuck is wrong with this dog?
It's snowing.
Hmm.
And this one has only seen like a dusting before.
Oh, so she wants to go outside and play.
She apparently almost pulled Aaron across the road. Not across the road, but like across the yard.
Great.
So, and then she came back inside and had the zoomies and was sprinting around the house. So I brought her down here with me so we could try to finish this and my wife doesn't go totally insane.
So we didn't go anywhere else. We didn't say anything. Most rushing touchdowns in an NFL season.
Wait, say that again?
Most rushing touchdowns in an NFL season. One season.
Rushing
LT?
touchdown.
LT. 28. LaDainian Tomlinson. Most TD passes in a single season.
51?
Nope. You're close, but not it.
That Brady to Moss.
Nope.
In a season. Is it Breeze? Drew Brees? Yeah.
Nope.
Rodgers. Or Favre.
Nope. Nope.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. 55. After successful neck surgery.
And
Was that in Denver?
Yes.
Okay.
Most consecutive wins in an NBA season.
Chicago Bulls.
Nope.
wait, why do I feel like this just happened? Like,
You're thinking of Golden State, not that.
wasn't it like 20 some in a row or something like that?
The Lakers. 33 in 1971 to 72.
Hmm.
And the last one, most consecutive games played in the NFL.
John Dorenbos.
Who? That's not the answer.
No, it was
Yep. Go ahead, Ebby.
wasn't it Favre?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
297.
I
That's
thought
a lot of games.
As a quarterback.
John Dorenbos was the long snapper for the Eagles for years and never missed any time until he got diagnosed with some kind of like cancer or something. Which I think was found because they were trading him to New Orleans and the physical for the trade is what caught the cancer.
Jeez.
Yeah. And he went on to America's Got Talent because he's like an amazing like
magician.
Up close magician. Yeah.
Good deal.
All right.
Well, that's all I have for the night, boys.
I say, and we're already a little over time, so rather than going into a let's figure out where we are on the map, let's just end it here. Let's have some fun.
I'm good with that.
That's a good one.
We will see. We will see what happens in the national championship game. Whether Ebby eats alone or not.
Yeah, either way, I'm eating something. So go fucking
Go
dogs.
dogs. Go Georgia.
Go insane dog.
Just throwing it out there.
This
The way Georgia played Michigan is feel like better than how Bama played Cincy.
I agree. 100%.
We'll see.
Jesus.
I told you she's insane.
What the heck?
Hey, do you want to come over? We can let her run around in the snow.
No, I'm good.
And do snow angels while you're at it.
Did I send you that video of my daughter doing that the other day? Because literally, she was. This one was playing in the snow, and my daughter was making snow angels. So it was funny that you said that. All right.
Nice.
Well, with that,
All she wrote.